this is going to be a reading for Taurus. And let's see what's going on with Taurus. Okay. It's looking like you had to stand confident. It's almost as if these are 3 different faces that you've worn. You have the King of Wands in the past. You probably can't see that there. Okay, you kind of can. You have the King of Wands in the past, so you had to be strong spiritually in some aspect of your life, and you probably had to put your stake into something. It's almost like you had to be fixed on a decision that you were making. And there's some relationship to this like lizard or salamander on the ground. Whatever the representation of a salamander is, I'm not quite sure, but if you look up maybe old legends or stories about it, if I remember, I can try to look it up as well, and that's going to be something that is coming through. But it seems like this is a symbol of power in some way. Let's actually see what that's showing. Okay. So it's basically showing up as some sort of guide that was able to make you feel confident in knowing that the decision that you made would make you feel a little suspended. And I'm seeing like a G and an H together. Something about grounding or getting grounded, knowing that you would have to get grounded for something to come through. And it's coming through on the right side in this King of Swords. Right here on the back side where this tree is, it's on the right side of his body. Maybe this is where, okay, this is about knowing that there's some sort of protection to the right of you. And also the sword is being held on the right side of the body. So there's some relationship to the dominance that you have on the right side of the body and the command. And because it's related to, I think that the right side is the masculine side in Pingala. You know, you have a feminine and masculine side. So that is the major energy that's coming through, is this masculine force. And I keep doing this, so I'm seeing like it's almost like putting a mallet down, you know, it's like making a judgment call. There's something that's being affirmed. And it's related to the way that you speak about something. And the preceding card is your Four of Swords. So the way that you're going to be able to temper this King of Swords is basically through focusing on the self and preparing mentally first before making any firm convictions. it can be in any relationship, but it's in regards to communication. It's in regards to the way that you interact with people. A lot of times what comes up for me is related to career, but this is just an overall feeling, essentially. So what's coming in is the Knight of Wands, right? And so this is a passionate opportunity. It's a true it's a true fire, and the importance to see here is that the future is rushing back to the past. So there's some sort of passion that's coming back into your main sphere, related to how it is that you communicate. So perhaps the art of communication, the command of language that you have now, is going to influence this knight, which is not in a full development. It's not quite the king, but it's an opportunity towards a passion that's related to communication. So there is some mastery around the way that around language in general. You could be a writer, you could work in journalism, or like in news. I'm saying someone who's like a newscaster, and but the feeling here is very self-driven, and these are different aspects of your personality. So there's one king and two knights. So if you want to take from this, you can recognize that it's almost like the wands are leading to the sword. Oh, excuse me, it's actually two kings and one knight. So you have become king in the past position. You're in a king position in your current position. It is like this, I'm hearing like this kingdom that has blossomed. There's a kingdom that has blossomed. And I'm seeing like a silhouette that's outlined on the wall. It looks like a bust. It looks like someone that's looking towards something. So something that you're looking towards is starting to look back at you. And so the next few, I'm not going to give it a time, but this period that's coming, which is in between this King of Swords in your current and the Knight of Wands in your future, is showing up as the Hermit. So you might have to make sure to limit yourself and to trust this light that is coming in through this lantern. And there's some relationship to snow, like someone's standing where it's cold. Maybe whatever is happening has made you cold, or you might feel cold, but know that there's this relationship to the bottom of the feet and the top of the body. So the way to feel more at ease and more rooted to the world, because you're standing on your feet are the earth. If that is cold, that means you're not connected to the earth. The star card is showing up at the base of the feet, which is an actual image of, someone whose foot is on land and in water. you know, and I said it was snow, so realize the snow is turning into water at the feet. So maybe soaking the feet or taking baths, like using water. I always use water elements through these readings. This is really helpful. It's a way to bring awareness to that part of the body which is related to any astrological confinements, right? And so the connection between the Hermit and this Knight of Wands is the Page of Wands. So it's like there's some bridge between an idea or a person or a relationship being in a state of infancy and it's transitioning into a knight, and that's happening through this Hermit energy. But the way that this energy will rise, if you imagine a kundalini, it's going to rise from the base up, right? So if it's rising from the base up, the base is the star and the top is the Page of Wands. So taking chances with ideas is a good idea. Because there is no loss, and it's showing that the Knight of Wands is what's coming through in the end. So it's like you're going to be looking back at these tiny blurbs of ideas that you have. So I would say make sure that you encourage yourself to write down any sort of anything that you want. Just write down small ideas, even if they're not fully executed. The only way to make something that's grandiose is to begin in a place of infancy. So that's basically what this transition of energy is showing, and that's what the representation of these cards is showing. And what you can also see here is there's a similarity in pattern in each of the cards, and it's a yellow and black pattern. So you'll see that behind the King of Wands. So it would be, at first it's behind you, it's what you're sitting on. You're not aware of whatever this represents. It's probably representing the nature of whatever this idea is or where it's coming from. It can be seen as even gold, something that's laced in gold, or something that's engraved in gold is behind you. And in the middle card right here, in the Page of Wands, you're finally wearing it. So it's like you're stepping into that role, but you're a page. So you've finally taken whatever this was that you were sitting on, and now you're wearing it. But you can't see this person's face. It's only a profile, similar to what I'm seeing on the wall. It's only a profile. It's like you're not ready to face it completely. But if you see this transition moving from the Hermit into the Knight, you'll see that the Knight is now facing back, is looking back at the page. But the perspective is visible. The audience is capable of seeing this. So, and again, it's the same pattern that we're initially talking about, that the Knight is wearing. The Knight is wearing this salamander gold pattern. And again, looking up the importance of this pattern is clearly worthwhile because it's really a huge influence in this reading. It's the most dominant part of this reading, and they're all wands. So everything that's facing you right now is related to wands. It's related to using the wood, using the earth, using things that are living, and there's some sort of connection to faith and being inward. And again, here we have an Ace of Wands, receiving the fulfillment that is being sought out. So if you look back, here we go. These are all wands that are facing in their 4 in the Hanged Man. So the Ace of Wands is like it's almost like a dream that has been fulfilled. But that is only capable of coming through when you act through love, or there's some relationship between prioritizing whatever this garb is that's being worn, because it's representing an idea. It's representing something that you want to do that you hadn't done in the past, but you had thought about it. It was in the background, so it was there. It was a part of the structure. Now it's coming to light. And if this is career, then it's obviously an idea that's coming to light, or a position that's coming to light. If it's a relationship, then it's probably speaking more about an independence that was gained through efforts that were by the self, and through confidence in the voice, confidence in your own perspective. And in the future you have 3 of Wands laid first, and I think it's the 9 of Pentacles on top of that. So it's like you're gonna end up looking back at this opportunity that was given, and you're gonna wonder how it was that you were able to be. It's like an appreciation for the path that has been walked, and there's some very strong representation with this pattern. This is a big transition in someone's life. It's like the true self that's coming to surface. And you see the love is also, the lovers are showing up. So it's like that the lovers can be an embodiment of the balance of the dual nature as the self, or just again, it's like this blossoming of a dream, and shining through as this high priestess. So I don't know if you can see that. You have the lady slipper. Maybe you can read that. Can I read it? It says connection. When you're feeling weary, exhausted, and disconnected from your earthly pursuits, Lady Slipper can help to restore your soul and connection to your physical body, which is related back to this card. It's related back to the Hermit, where the feet were in snow and cold. It says she will help infuse your daily life with guidance and intuition directly from the divine source, so you can fully enjoy and participate in life, inhabit and explore your sensual body, and walk the path your soul intends. Whoa. Okay, so pull one more. And you have the Magician that's ending the reading. So the Magician, okay, with the King of Pentacles coming in. Whatever is happening is basically forcing you to fine-tune your senses and to fine-tune your body, because it's wands focused. So in order to manifest with wands, you have to be in touch with your faith, which will obviously happen as the end card is this Nine of Pentacles. Alright, my friends, thank you so much.